Hello everyone, welcome to Data Engineer YouTube channel. In this video, we will see how we can create an Azure Databricks resource. So let's get started. There is a prerequisite for this session that you need to have a valid Azure subscription. If you don't have a valid Azure subscription, you need to create a new subscription. You can either use a credit card or you can use a student ID to avail a free subscription. If you use a credit card, you will get $200 free of cost for 1 month, and if you use a student ID you will get $100 for 1 year free of cost, right? You just need a college email ID for that if you are availing for a student ID. So once a subscription is available, once you have a valid subscription, so now we will see how we can create a Azure Databricks account. Now the problem is why we want to create it. So we want to create it so that we can practice Databricks in the Azure platform using the Azure Databricks part, right? There are multiple features which are not available if you use the free edition of Databricks account on the Databricks website, right? So that's why we are creating it. So let us see how we can create it. So once you are in a subscription, we know that in one subscription we can have multiple resource groups. Resource group is nothing but a collection of resources. Now let me go to demo ADF resource group. I already have few resources created inside it. So let me create a new one. And what we need to create is Databricks. So it will take us to the marketplace. We'll search for the Databricks. Okay, so once we search for the Databricks, here it is, Azure Databricks, right? Azure Databricks is a fast, easy and collaborative Apache Spark based analytics platform. So we'll click on create button, and yeah, we'll click on create. And I just want to use the Azure Prod subscription only and Azure Databricks plan. So let me click on create button. As soon as we click on create button, so what we need to do is we need to give the resource group name, and then we need to give the workspace name. So we can give any workspace name like dev, Databricks workspace WPS I'm writing, and that's it. Now I'm going with the serverless. So like if you want to practice, you can go with the serverless, and otherwise you can even go with hybrid. So it requires access to compute and storage in the Azure account support custom compute, right? So based on your requirement, you can choose any. So I'm going with the serverless. Now there is something called manage resource group name. So we need to give a resource group name. So I'm just giving it as manage resource group name. Okay. So you can give any name to it. Okay. So once you're done with that, I will keep the default networking, default encryption, default compliance, everything default, and that's it. Once it is done, we'll click on the create button. It will take a lot of time, like few minutes, for the resource creation. So the deployment takes a bit time because internally it is creating a lot of things, right? It will create a storage account, it will create a workspace for you. So let's wait for the deployment and let us then open the Databricks platform from whatever we have created, right? So let's, all right. So the resource is finally created. So we can click on go to the resource. Once we click on go to the resource, you can see we can simply launch the workspace, right? So this is how we basically launch the Databricks workspace, and in some moment, the Databricks account will get open. So it's loading, let's wait for it, and finally we are in the Databricks account. Now in the upcoming session, and you can see whatever workspace name we gave, it kept the same, right? Now whatever you want to create, if you want to create a catalog, new catalog, you can go to catalog and create, right? And you will see the sample. Okay, so this is the default catalog created by default, right? And then you have the sample catalogs here, you can use any, and multiple things are there. So in the upcoming sessions we'll be creating tutorial on each of this, and we'll have a bigger tutorial on covering the Databricks end to end in a single video. So we'll see that as well. Okay, hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you in some next video. Till then, bye bye and enjoy coding.